Ladies and gentlemen, gather around because today we're going to talk about something they never saw coming. Something so profoundly chilling that even the most twisted of minds would be taken aback. You see, they thought disrespect was their weapon, their tool to wield. They believed that by demeaning you, belittling you, or dismissing you, they could break your spirit, diminish your worth, or undermine your value. They thought that through their words, their actions, and their disregard for your dignity, they could silence you, diminish your power, and make you feel small. But what they failed to understand, what they never saw coming, is that disrespect, when met with silence, becomes a weapon that destroys them, not you. They thought that by pushing you to the edge, they could provoke a reaction, a moment of anger or frustration, something they could use to manipulate or control. They believed that they could push you into a corner and force you to engage in a fight, an argument, a back and forth, where they could maintain the upper hand. They didn't know that you are not like the others. They didn't understand that your silence is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. They didn't realize that by disrespecting you, they had just handed you a gift, an opportunity to rise above them, to elevate yourself in a way they could never comprehend. They never knew that disrespecting you would earn them your forever silence. And let me tell you, that silence is a force to be reckoned with. It is not an absence of words, but an abundance of self-respect. It is not a retreat, but a strategic withdrawal. It is not giving up, but recognizing that some battles are better fought from a place of distance and dignity. When someone disrespects you, when they think they can diminish your worth with their words or actions, your silence speaks volumes. It is a statement. It is a declaration of your value, your worth, your strength. It says, I do not need to lower myself to your level. I do not need to prove myself to you. I know who I am, and your opinion does not define me. Silence is not surrender. It is not submission. It is not fear. It is the ability to rise above petty conflict and maintain your peace, your integrity, and your sense of self. It is knowing that you do not need to engage with negativity, that you do not need to entertain those who have no respect for you. They thought their words could hurt you, but they didn't understand that your silence is the most powerful response you could give them. When you choose silence, you choose control. You choose to take back your power in the face of disrespect. You choose not to waste your energy on someone who does not deserve it. And when you refuse to engage, when you withhold your response, you send a message that is far louder than any argument, any insult, any degrading remark they could make. You show them that their disrespect has no power over you. You show them that you are in control of your emotions, your actions, and your energy. They thought they could break you with their words, but instead, you broke free from their manipulation, from their attempt to drag you down to their level. When you remain silent, you are not cowering in defeat. You are standing tall in your truth. You are choosing to rise above the noise and chaos that surrounds you. You are refusing to let anyone else's negative energy affect your peace of mind or your sense of self-worth. The truth is, when someone disrespects you, they reveal far more about themselves than they ever could about you. It is not a reflection of who you are, but of who they are. It speaks to their lack of understanding, their insecurities, and their inability to see your worth. It speaks to their desire to tear others down in order to lift themselves up. It speaks to their inability to see the beauty in others, to appreciate the depth and richness of someone's character. And while they may think their disrespect is a reflection of you, in reality, it is a mirror that reflects their own inadequacies. They may think that by belittling you, they are somehow elevating themselves. But what they don't realize is that their actions only reveal their own weaknesses, their own fears, their own lack of character. And when you respond with silence, you show them that you do not need to engage in their petty games, that you will not lower yourself to their level. You demonstrate that you are above their childish attempts to provoke you, to hurt you, or to manipulate you. In the silence, you find your strength, you find your peace, you find your power. You realize that the words and actions of others do not control you. You realize that your self-worth is not dependent on the opinions of others. You realize that your silence is not a submission, but a triumph. They may never understand the power of your silence, but that is their loss. They may continue to disrespect you, to belittle you, to try to tear you down, but you know something they don't. Your silence will always be louder than their words. Your silence will always have more power than their insults. Your silence is a reflection of your strength, your confidence, and your wisdom. It takes courage to remain silent in the face of disrespect. It takes self-discipline to resist the urge to lash out, to defend yourself, to prove yourself. But when you can do that, when you can stay calm, composed, and unwavering in your silence, you show the world that you are untouchable. You show them that no one has the power to break you, no matter how hard they try. In a world that is often full of noise, full of chaos, full of conflict, your silence is a beacon of clarity, of self-assurance, of inner peace. It is a reminder that you do not need to engage in every battle. It is a reminder that not every insult is worth responding to. It is a reminder that your value does not depend on the approval of others, and that sometimes the best response to disrespect is simply to refuse to participate in it. They never knew disrespecting you would earn them your forever silence, but now they do. And as they continue to try to provoke you, as they continue to try to tear you down, they will only find themselves more and more isolated, because their disrespect will never affect you. It will never shake you. It will never make you doubt yourself or your worth. And as you remain silent, they will only reveal themselves for who they truly are. A person so desperate for validation that they will stop at nothing to bring others down. But here's the thing. The more they try to disrespect you, the more they show the world who they really are. People begin to see the truth. They see that your silence is not a sign of defeat, but of dignity. They see that you are standing firm, not because you're afraid to speak, but because you are refusing to engage in their childish games. They see that you are in control of your own energy, your own peace, and your own happiness. And the more you remain silent, the stronger you become. The more they disrespect you, the more you rise above them. You show the world that nothing, no matter how hard they try, can shake your foundation. It is in this silence, my friends, that you will find your true power. It is in this silence that you will discover a strength that others cannot touch. They may think their words and actions can break you, but in reality, they are the ones breaking themselves down. And in the end, they will realize that you were never the one they needed to worry about. It was their own inability to respect you that led to their downfall. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next time someone tries to disrespect you, remember this. Your silence is not weakness. Your silence is not defeat. Your silence is your power. And in that silence, you will find your strength, your peace, and your victory. You are not defined by the words or actions of others. You are defined by how you respond to them. And when you choose silence, you are choosing to rise above the noise, to maintain your integrity, and to protect your peace. You are choosing to protect your energy, to protect your worth, and to protect your happiness. In the end, those who disrespect you will eventually be forced to face the consequences of their own actions. They will realize that they cannot control you, that they cannot break you, and that their attempts to diminish you have only strengthened your resolve. And when they finally realize the power of your silence, it will be too late. They will have lost their chance to be in your presence, to earn your respect, to be part of your life. Because when you offer someone your silence, you are offering them a glimpse into your strength, your resilience, and your ability to rise above anything they can throw at you. Remember this, my friends. Silence is not an absence of strength. It is the loudest expression of self-respect. It is the most powerful way to show the world that you know your worth, and you will never allow anyone to diminish it. In conclusion, silence is not weakness. It is the most powerful tool you have. So, when they disrespect you, remember to respond with the silence that speaks louder than any words ever could. And in that silence, you will find your strength, your peace, and your power. So, the next time they disrespect you, remember, the greatest revenge is living in peace, and the loudest message you can send is the silence that echoes back at them.